Facts First presents. These wedding dresses were so outrageous that we'll never get over them. For a bride, her dress is the most crucial detail when planning her wedding. Some brides want an elegant gown, some want a traditional gown, and some prefer modern. Today, many brides are wearing 2 and 3 gowns so that they can change throughout the day. No, I'm not kidding. Most wedding dresses are beautiful, regardless of what style's chosen. However, some dresses are absolutely awful. These wedding dresses were so outrageous, I don't think we'll ever get over them. Wallis Simpson was one of the most hated women in Britain. She was going to marry King Edward VIII, but she was a divorcee, which meant that Edward was forbidden to marry her. He abdicated his throne instead, and the two got married. Her dress was far from what you'd expect from a royal, though. It was simply dull and ugly. Emma Thompson always had a style of her own, and that did not change because she was getting married. In 1989, she married actor Kenneth Branagh. Her dress was brightly colored with crazy patterns. The dress was knee-length and it had really puffy sleeves. Now, if that wasn't outrageous enough, she topped off the ensemble with a matching hat. It was true Emma. Today, her dress is often mentioned in the worst celebrity wedding dress lists. Pin-up actress Raquel Welch married producer Patrick Curtis on Valentine's Day 1967. She did not choose a traditional dress like the world would expect. Instead, she wore a bridal miniskirt made from peekaboo crochet. On the way to the ceremony, she wore a fur coat. Nothing about her bridal attire was traditional or acceptable. Supermodel Kate Moss married musician Jamie Hintz in 2011. When she walked down the aisle, she was wearing a cream-colored dress with sequined details and a sheer neckline. The dress was a bit see-through, but Kate was always an adventurous dresser. The dress designer was John Galliano, who was on trial at the time of the wedding for a drunken anti-Semitic tirade. He says that creating Kate's wedding dress was what helped him get through the rehab. Traditionally, wedding dresses are white or ivory. When Shanae Grimes Beach married Josh Beach in 2011, she decided to go the exact opposite of traditional. She wore a gorgeous silk Vera Wang wedding dress, and it was black. She also carried red flowers down the aisle to add a gothic vibe to it. The dress may not have been traditional, but man, I gotta say it is gorgeous. Actor Ice-T and Coco Austin got married in 2005. In June 2011, they decided to renew their vows, and they did it for their fans on their reality show Ice Loves Coco. She wore a white dress with crystal detailing, but many people have some negative things to say about the dress. There wasn't enough material on top. It left very little to the imagination. After the major affair that was Prince Harry's and Meghan Markle's wedding, many people didn't even realize that Princess Eugenia of York married Jack Brucebank the same year. Her dress was created by British designers Pete Pilato and Christopher DeVos, and it was gorgeous. Strangely, she asked that they leave the back open to show off her scar from an operation she had when she was 12 years old. A very strange request, especially for a royal. Marilyn Monroe married baseball player Joe DiMaggio in 1954. People were excited to see what Marilyn was going to wear, considering that she was one of the most glamorous women in the world at the time. People were disappointed when they saw that she was wearing a simple brown dress with a jacket. Many believed she went too simple for this wedding because it was her second wedding. Before marrying Joe, she'd been married to a man named James Doherty when she was 16. Celine Dion and Renee Angeli were married in 1994, and her wedding dress is something people will never forget. Her headpiece was made from 2,000 Swarovski crystals that had to be sewn right into her hair. She wore a dress that had a train that was 20 feet long. It took over 1,000 hours to make it. The ceremony was on live TV in Canada, and the reviews of her dress were mixed. Some believed she looked gorgeous, others thought she looked ridiculous. When John Lennon got married in 1969, it was not your typical wedding. He and Yoko Ono took a private plane to Gibraltar for a 10-minute ceremony. The outfit that Yoko chose looked more like something you'd see on the beach. She wore a white mini dress, sunglasses, a big hat, and socks with tennis shoes. Of all the outrageous dresses on our list, Pamela Anderson's attire when she married Kid Rock on a yacht was far from traditional. It wasn't even a dress. During the ceremony, she wore a white bikini with a captain's hat. The groom didn't bother to dress up either. He wore jeans, a fedora, and no shirt. Maybe this is why the wedding lasted only 122 days. What's the most outrageous one on our list? And did you attend a wedding with something even more outrageous? Tell us about it in the comments. and subscribe for more.